Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is T.S. Njinga, the acclaimed speaker. This is Project Young and Married. Siyashuta once again episode 3
Yes.
with Asake Njinga. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's beautiful. We have an entire production crew in the background. Ukona Ulupa, ukona SK, ukona Blindos. Busy. We appreciate the work that God is doing through this project. Yeah, we just wanna greet you guys and say it is beautiful that you've been with us up to now for episode 3.
Yes,
Nababantu.
guys, if you didn't watch our episode 1 and 2, please go watch so that I'll share a movie.
Yes.
So that it makes sense. Because kuno munye umuntu wanted to watch episode 2 and then wakala episode 2. I'm like, no, go back to episode 1. Yes. And thank you so much for our comments, watching our episode 2. It was really lovely. I felt like abanye abantu, they were so emotional because bekulahlile episode 2. Abanye balele inhliziyo zibhlungu and all of that. But yeah, don't worry guys, we ended up getting married. I think
I think also now I want to reiterate to our viewers that we appreciate the comments, we appreciate the subscriptions, we appreciate the engagements in the comment section here to sibulela kakhulu guys. Thank you so much for that. We really want to encourage even those abasifonele ecaleni. Yo guys, episode 2 untouchile. But like please comment and apha ku YouTube so that you know abantu babone how we are impacting you. What was the other commentary from an interprovincial
the other
level?
lady, I feel like she was relating to episode 2. I think she's currently going through that, like a long distance relationship. It's not easy, but okay, guys, ni right. Yeah. And then this other lady from Val, she was saying she loves our work, and then she wants to hear more of what's gonna happen, as we unfold is the
I think abantu into ngamandla ngula ilanti catch profiles layer. I don't know why thumbnail or don't. I'm still learning these terms. How she dumped me.
But guys, thank you so much. Support we are so overwhelmed. We are so overwhelmed by the support, by the love.
Big time. Yeah. So today we are continuing with the story. Mhlambi uphele kunto ethi how she dumped me. Today siyaqhubekeka. Siyaqhubeka nobalisa, you know, because I think the most important thing guys is that noxa siye sohlukana.
Like Baba Meruti, see, we ended up getting married. At least.
Yes. Before even like the any colleague yami emsebenzini kuyangcokola kuthiwa uthembelana une channel and stuff ku YouTube. And then she says, okay, let me go and check. We are checking. By city kuku episode 1 and 2. Then immediately, how she dumped me. No, I'll watch this one first.
No, guys. So episode 1.
So that's the drill. So that was 2016.
Yes.
2016.
So ngamlahla lo bhuti 2016.
Yes.
Then isaphelela lapho because reason yami bengacacanga man. I can't remember.
Ukuve emsebenzini kunto ekuthiwa i-unfair dismissal mna ndalahlwa unfair andiyazi.
Yeah, session man. I think azange ngikuphe nereason ecacileyo to say ukuthi why are we.
But I think we ended up on a note where you explained yourself. I think our people will remember as well that you're actually saying that you didn't your love language or your tank since quality time it was very low.
That part it was me understanding what's happening in Billingham. But to explain that to you that time
no, you
I didn't.
No, you
did I?
Yeah, what but it's more
me
you. La English, yes, is moving. It's more, it's more you than it is me. I think also you said that in Donald that our correct for the commitment ingaka. Kodwa ngoba uqale weza ne-commitment ezinkulu zoba
bese
ufuna uthanda njengoba uthandwa uyesu ethanda icawa, so now you couldn't step up for that. So 2016 we broke up. That was a very deep thing for me. I really didn't know, like, my dream sort of like lawa phansi, and then I was asking myself by extend iqhubeka kanjani. So
like how did you heal, and then how did you take like ithathe ixesha lingakanani to heal as well?
I think from a time point of view, I can't remember how long it took me to heal, but I know for a fact that in those years, like we were so committed in the work of the Lord with my brothers, or ST, or Mr. Mandase. We were so busy with the work of the Lord. So I think it's, I don't know how to say, the work of the Lord is not a distraction, but it was such a good thing and experience about being occupied. So that was the most amazing thing. So as much as I was wounded, so to speak, but ndandinendawo yobaleka So what happened from your side?
I can't really remember, but I know it's like azangi hlale kakhulu kulento le. It was like, okay, it is what it is.
Yes.
I just need to move. I don't need to move on. And then sazohlangana 2016 nge-graduation yami, you remember?
Yes.
But that was like a one-day thing, and it was like few hours, you remember? We just saw each other. Hi, how are you? I'm well, and you are, I'm good. That's it. That was like the last time.
I wonder if that's the acceptable bandi lahliwe okanye.
Angisakhumbuki bogqoke inye isheti ebu-blouse so nejini emnyama terms
blouse injani
isheti enama-flower so engathi uye-beach ebu-blue and white inyana so yithi
Oh no, engekho blue and white, yayi black and white la shirt, yayi dope. How can you say la shirt ifana ne-blouse?
Mama engathi i-blouse inyana. Yes.
Siyayikhumbula la shirt ikhona nenye ifoto yami foto endo sisinolazi uqala kwami ubona lento yezi selfie stickers.
Yes.
Yeah, what are the selfie yami naye. Ngimbe la shirt black and white khona la foto na Facebook ayo blouse.
I-blouse. Yes, and then after that so there was a break from 2016 until end of 2018.
Yes.
So what happened in your life at that time?
I think so 2016 to 2018 unlahlile awukho empilweni yami. So like I said, I think we were so busy with the work of the Lord, and so life continued. I think also got a permanent job because yakhumbula one lahlelwa student so ndafumana umsebenzi permanent, and then like life continued. I think as well things were moving in my side ngohlobo lokubana you would recall at that time sisohlukana ndandihlala emishini, and then I think 2017 I meant up ndaphuma emishini ndayozirentela. So things kept on yabo zaqhubekeka zamove izinto. So njengoba ndizihlalela ndirenta ndiyashumayela kumnandi emnqamlezweni, so life went on and on. I think what happened was that, like, from a relationship point of view, you were not there. So I also didn't want to accept the fact that so hlukene. You understand? So ndiyakhumbula kwi-circle, no Sisibongi, no Mr. Mandase, sonke no Sithole sikhona. So I think I came to a point where I realized but no man ndiyakhula, but then from a relationship ku stuck. So yeah, And then I did something I think which is very important for guys to note here. I was flirting nengintombazana at the time. I think 2017, late 2017. Yeah, move on. So siyaflirta ku WhatsApp, siyaflirta. Lenda inagama, you know. There's no name. Kuyibona lando wena ta SK ufumanisa lo muntu ni ngokolisana kamnandi, niyathetha but akukho gama la lento. Until one day I was at work, I remember a WhatsApp yakhe. Ubona ndi WhatsApp message ingene ne. And then xa uyibone gqoka kungayivuli but uyibone bayibhale ntoni. Athi lo mntana wena Mlindozi Grootman yam uthi so kanixelele what are we? I think we've been flirting for weeks. So andibuza ba senzani into lento siyenzayo. Hey prof kwanzima ngokuwakha ba intoni lesiyenzayo. And I think as a result of that we had to stop whatever we were doing because ndandingenagama layo.
And then you were not ready to pick up.
And ndandingekho ready for pick up. You understand? So I think a lesson for me at the time, if I would look at that situation, go back and then in retrospect, don't get into these things. Zobana siya vibe, or you know we are just giving each other energy.
Oh, we get along. Energy.
So I think people get to break each other in relationships because of into enjalo, whereby lenda inagama. So I thank God that it happened so quick and then it happened so early that we had to break lando ingenagama. And then life went on. Kumla ngenye imini sihleli kwasisibonge kuyancokola. So ndithi mina yo hayi ndikhumbula uPrecious mina ayikho enye tu. Hayi ayikho. Athi sisibonge hayi kaloku asizova ngapha apha ngoPrecious akho Precious apha. Ufuna uPrecious hayi momkhangela ngathi eGauteng. So I think that probed something, you know, and then that's Chalela, and then I had an honest conversation with myself about, no man, okay, in the movie, I'm working now, I've got a permanent job, there's Chalela and stuff. I'm a gentleman, you understand that too, so to speak. But then age yami it's June 5, it's my birthday. So I'm like, Tiakula, but then relationship wise wenzani. So on that decide, you know what, I'm gonna reach out to you. You know?
That was 2018.
2018, yes. Before I reached out, what was
happening
your
from 2016 to 2018 before we reached out? So Tina, we came back again from Devon.
Yeah.
Then it says I Cape Town for graduation year too. And then after that, I was as I gave bangithathe permanently at Devon.
George.
So after that, then but we thank God for that day. I don't think we could end up as a delay living permanently when you think about it. And then after that, I was looking for a job. I volunteer ku any organization yasekhaya. Yes, but like your matric students, even your grade 10, 11, and 12, home ex and all of that. Then I volunteer lapho when I'm still looking for a job. But besi busy as in nabonolazi, nokwazi. Ulunyile nini nisese Cape Town for conference, color conference.
Yes, I remember.
Sahlangana lapho futhi, you remember?
We say Grand West na?
Yes, yes, sakhetha kancane.
Grand West seemed to have been a sport.
Yeah. And then it's very busy. Siya kuma concert, abo Tasha Cobb sibeze eJoburg. Nini couple dollars sekakhona, nini uBill Wilstein. It was like really a busy time in Piloniami, which was really nice. And then you are so familiar. But the son I'm a phone number phone number.
I think you had mine.
Didn't you have my phone number? I think you did, sweetie pie. No, hey. Because status zethu bekunenye ijezi egreen uthanda ukuyigqoka moya emsebenzini.
Into lengxaki yakho nempahla zam.
Uzibiza nge-colors.
Green. Hlala ngibona ku-status sami green ngithi yo lo bhuti. But yeah. Sibona nama-status kanjalo.
Lathi iziprof zakubonisa ndlala ngayo.
Yo, iphele. So, and then after that, saqala i-book club nabangani bami. Yo, I think every weekend we say so went all the time. See in the book club, so a month we would like read different books and then share later. That was really nice. So nyakumbula sinye kubonolwazi ke for a weekend, and then I'm like, hi guys, I think mina sengibhorekile manje sengifuna ukwenza life with someone. I remember me saying that.
Kuthe nongathi nikhumbula uTemberani like uyibeke out there.
Bengekho njalo so. Oh, bengayazi ukuthi njalo. So, and then I remember this one time we went to what's this conference uKhaflodola bekakhona. And then it said Dibana name any couple from Devon, so they came especially for Ukhaflodola. And then they so young, maybe like late 30s or mid 30s at that time. And then they didn't have a place to sleep, and then we're like, no guys, ningeza nizolala nathi salala nisonke eflatini ka lungile we ulungile beka arenda khona. So I remember Losi share like sibabuza ukuthi how did you guys get married and like nabantwana bangaki. That was like really nice. And then she was like, yo, before I met my husband Mina, I literally like wrote down all the qualities that I want in a man, and then I prayed about it, and then ngayeka azange ngifuna ukustressa ukuthi ushada nini uzofika nini or umfune ku any man that you meet. I understand. Sure, that was like a really beautiful lesson. That was 2018. And then after that I came back home. When I came back home, I literally did that document. Like I can't remember what being ini, but ngikshare nawe ukuthi like I want a God-fearing man ozothanda zanami.
Team law.
Someone ozongipha direction, you know. Ezongipha direction spiritually, like in every area of life. Abe ne direction ukuthi okay. Masisuka la siyaphi, you know. Someone who is very giving. Yo, angimfuna umuntu ostingy, guys. Yo, no. So I literally prayed for that. Umuntu who is giving.
A generous man.
Yes, a generous man.
You understand?
Yo, angisakhumula ama bullet points. Time sakakhumbula?
I think that document, generous man, indota enjani.
Maybe uProf uzosinceda ukuthi like isibonise in this episode if there's a way. Yeah,
or maybe
it's such a beautiful
episode 4 you can read out
yes.
It's a one-page document.
Man,
beautiful
sure.
document.
Such a
Kani ibona la document hey le document ibhaliwe lapha udingeka indoda enje ndim ke la ndoda
But uphi ngeke sakwenza i-document.
Ayekho.
Salahliwe.
So that was that, and then that was like June 2018, and then ngathandaza ngayo, then ngayeka. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna live my life. That man uzoza whenever. It's okay.
Utheni ungathathi ifone unifonele?
So after that,
yazi pride yababetha abantu.
Where's we are go?
Go. And then after that, you know. Then late 2018, I remember singing isithombe sami bengimuhle kanjani ke la ngigqoke i-shirt emnyama.
Yes.
Ngifotele ngaphandle bengenze i-style esibushort inyana so. Ngasikhoma ku-status sami wa responda ku-status less. Wathi Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9 ukuthi
yes, la verse prof. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. Uthi wayixhome ipicture yakhe efotile yenze izitayile ezinhle. Manje ngibona ke status zanthethe nento eninzi ndavele ndareacta ngala Ecclesiastes.
Yes.
That Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. Yathi le ithi into eyayikhona
izawuphindebekho.
Hayi ngicela ndithi yabuya uyaziphambanisa.
Letha ngescripture.
Then ngahleka ngaphuma lapho, and then you called, ne? And then you like, hi, unjani? Ngithi no, I'm well. How are you? Wena nawe wathi you are well, ntonton. And then you like, I think we should meet maybe sometime, ntonton. Just to catch up, and then also like,
yeah. Icela abantu inyani. Do you know ngelixesha ndimfonela eTSK?
What did you say?
That is where I think before look for it, that kind of chat because incoko ndayibuilda ngalanda la verse.
Okay.
And
I
then
can't remember.
And that kuwe uba count like randomly, so I remember that kuwe khawutsho one lahlela ntoni. And then when I want niki attitude yabana, does it matter now? I mean ndiyakudala, why only now? Did you find in? I just want to know.
It was not an attitude, like I was really like literally asking ukuthi, after all these years, that was like 2016 to 2018, end of 2018.
I wanted to understand why. Into lenda ilahlelwayo kanye la ngenze ixole uba ndinqamile ke ngoku. But before we go there, when you spoke about into yabona like lo sisi naniye kwi conference, she shared about
like what she did
to sort of pray for umyeni. What would you say, like looking at that experience now, like what would you say to someone umzekelo othi ndikhona ndingusisi ndiyakhonza, you understand, njengoba ndingumntana oyintombazana kanye ndililate enkonzweni, what do I do, man? You know, because maybe in the secular space it's sort of easy to charm or intombazana ikhona nazi actions ezenzayo to reach for a man. Yabo. So what would you say now that we're unayo umyeni? What would you say? Like, I just want you to in usebenzisa la experience yakho.
Yes.
How would you interpret that now as lessons for yourself? Maybe someone that can feed from that experience.
I think what I would say now would see maybe like be very fervent when you pray. Uyenza ama bullet points and attach scriptures as well to say like this is the kind of man I want. Yeah, understand? And be deliberate about it when you pray. And then after that, like after that, you know, there's no need to panic. There's no need to feel janjan. Like the minute you are done praying about it, like uNkulunkulu really hears, you know. And then after that, I feel like at the list of my like where I'm not even thinking what uNkulunkulu is going to answer that prayer. Why answer Risha? Like I feel like you came back empilweni yami ngingagcingana ukucinga ukuthi like this is it, lo muntu ngizomshada, you know. So iba njalo, like abantu abaningi abashadileyo, they would tell you ukuthi mina ngishade ngingagcinganga nokucinga ukuthi like this is the time for me to get married.
So that would be maybe like most experience for ladies, because I think guys are very intentional about going for intenjalo. It's like, okay, I'm gonna pursue this lady and stuff. No, thanks for sharing that. I was just thinking about like how's this like no experience, how does it look like now for like a lady?
And at the same time though, it's a very tricky for abanye amantombazana because of sifile ngathi like ixesha limkile, you know. And it's really not a nice feeling. But impilo
yeah, I think I don't know who I was listening. I think it was Steve Harvey kwenye a clip or something back in the days. Like he was speaking about indoda. How does indoda judge himself for readiness yake for umchato or readiness yake to commit in a relationship? Like a man looks at what he has. Like he looks at what he have. because most guys ngoku ezingekatshate engcokola nazo I'm like utheni ungatutshate athi umuntu yho nzamondla ngantoni umntana abantu okanye like how am I going to take because I think this in our nature as men, this idea okanye le attribute of provision is built in us. It's not something we learn. I think the most frustration of a man is not being able to provide. So I think even in that, like I don't know how can I explain this, but it's just in our nature, man, to provide. So a man would look at what he has, you know, uba ndireti ke ngoku for ukometa, you know. And then whereas on the other side, ladies would look at the biological clock like, sure, I'm 29, I am 31, I am 32, I'm 30 years. But I think, I don't know, maybe you can speak, you've already spoken to Indo Yamanate, but okay, just pray about this and then relax and let it be, let God, you know, take charge. But I think for guys, this is important, gentlemen. It's so important in this way. Kuteni, okanye, how do you judge that you are ready as a man to get married? In my experience of being a young person who's married, you know, I would say to my brothers out there, njengoba most guys masihlala zodwa uyabo umuntu uyapeya unesalary uhlala yedwa. The question is wena Lupa, can you buy bread? The answer is yes. Uyakwazi uthenga isonga Dalindos. And then xa uthenga isonga sinezilise ezingaphi? Ezi20. So by default means that you can take 10, someone can take 10. That's how you judge your readiness, at least in my view. And then xa uphekile, it's very unlikely that uzopheka imbiza uyitye ngoku yonke iphele. Those are signs to show you uba ndingaphaka apha ndiphakele nomnye umuntu. Because we are in the chase of that which is not there. Ufumanisa uba no ndizolinda ndide ndibe nemalenga okanye ndizolinda ndide ndibe rich for me to commit, you know. So we are chasing into esingayazi uba izofika nini, and we have no guarantee uba how long we are going to live. So mna at the very basic level, if you are a man, we are like your age, you've got your own space, you are working, or you've got a plan, you've got an idea uba ndityanjani akho mina ndiza ngawulala ngayo ndingatyanga. If you can make that guarantee for yourself, but I'll never sleep hungry, it surely tells you uba nomntu under your roof uzawulala etyele nto uyityayo.
You see, that's a thing with ladies. I feel like it's in as funny necessarily like umuntu who has already made it, or who's there already, or say rich or anything. But it's at least the plan. But it's the plan.
A solid plan.
Yeah, a solid plan. Which how are we gonna get there? You know, we're not saying what you definitely like so win a prize or win a fight or whatsoever. But how are we gonna get there?
But maybe guys feel like different in the outer space, because kukwi pressure means ngoka indoda must. Yeah. We understand indoda must. It's such a very pressurized world ngoku. But what I would say to both men and female, you know, both males and females. Hey guys, English, this
male and females. But right,
yes. Okay, both males and females. I think to commit into a relationship, ladies, don't look for a man who has it all. You know, entertain a man who has a plan. Entertain a man who's honest with you. Entertain a man who's transparent with you. And you know, as we are narrating up over, you know, some of the things that we think are tangible lessons for us, and maybe now as umamele, you know, don't look at what he drives. You know, look at what drives him. Don't look at what he has. Yeah, so I think that's important. Indoda must or a female must just like the pressure must and you know, approach from a point of love, and don't look at yourself at uba what can I bring to the table uijonge materialistically, but what can I bring to the table is like what can I give to this person emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and all
Everything.
of
Like
that,
all areas,
holistically, you know,
yes.
what can I offer? Because love, in my view, is like, what can I give as opposed to what can I get? I think ngoku kukho i-contrary view yobana even the contracts zemtshato kujonga into yobana unantoni, uyabo. It's a monetary transaction ngokuba what can I get, what can I manipulate, umuntu atshate a divorce so that kuzo split assets and things like that. Don't view it monetarily or materialistically, you know, but as uba umuntu angenza ntoni. I think that was important to share.
Yeah, you explained it very well. You explained it very well. Why did I dump you? Yeah, I think that time I didn't have an answer for you, right? Because you said, no, maybe singahlangana then isithethe ngayo or something, because I was like, yo, ngizoyiqala ngifike into ya 2016. And then you were like, I think you were like, maybe singahlangana, because in December you were gonna come to Joburg. Yes, kusisi wakho. And then that didn't happen, or did it happen? I can't remember.
It didn't, because you said that no sizothetha ngoJanuary.
Yes, I was like, no worries, sizothetha ngoJan because of ngithola umsebenzi.
Imagine, Prof, umuntu uthetha naye, I think that was around November. So uthi sizondimbuza ba sohlukanela ntoni. Uthi no sizothetha ngoJanuary.
Yo, soqhubeka ugowa.
Then I came to Cape Town for a 1-year contract in Distel.
Yes.
And then in Lendalana Jen, and then the whole of Jen we couldn't meet.
I was still at home.
Oh, you were still at home. That's why
I didn't go to Joburg. I went to Stainsburg. Yes.
Okay, so Jen we didn't meet. Sazomita Feb.
Yo, imagine. Oko bengicela uba masidibane ngoNovember.
Hayi it's okay, like khosha so. Hayibo. And then
PhD go. Yo. Great.
So Sazomita Feb saya sahlangana Event Gate Mall. Yo, masihlangana Event Gate Mall. You never say kanjani guys. Yo, cause like ifanele your account. Uthi wangilahlela. Yo guys, I'm like, this guy, why angayiyeki nje lento lesi siqhubeke. Then we met Masimita wathi ucela siye eClick sicala bofuna something for your face, and then we went. Yeah, sort of nyana yeah, saba comfortable because it's been a while, like since 2016. Boom, says it's so food. Sateta like with your general things. Okay, oh, le weather you are kushushin. And then after that, you were like, okay, Masie enandos, ne? See all the corner. Getting no city by Masi, let's find something cheaper. Yeah. So let's go to McDonald's just to get like a burger, and then like into the seafood, it's just a sitting space. Then sakala wang totola nye your TB experience. Like
hey Prof umdiyago yes. Dilahliwe kula period. Ndalahla ngo-2016. And then late in 2016, boom, XDR-TB diyagula. Zange nifonele tu ngongula.
Bengidinga yazi. Ngiyetha mthamubi next TV thenelana ayibo. I didn't know. Esengathi manje ngilahlele yona lesi. Esengazi Yeah, and then one explain like what happened.
I think I was trying to relax myself because imagine as much as in DC upon your buzba dalahlelwa ntoni. But the agenda yami enkulu ngu-love back. Yebo.
I didn't know that at that time.
Hayi kaloku kanjalo mina ngicela ngiyodibana nawe nje ngibhatala ibhek la ngekho.
Yeah.
I-agenda yam, gentlemen, you must always carry an agenda with date. We are with dating.
Yes,
It's
need to
Willy
be
Willy.
purposeful.
It's Willy Willy. Purposeful dates. You understand? Yeah. So, kausi apa upeti agenda yam na I love back. But I'm like, because you can pull this serious face of yours, and I'm like, I'm not sure.
No, episode 2, you saw what say, Bondi, Kanyana.
Nango nanda we man.
I don't know.
So Bayana Evan Gate. What I did was that kind of Barcelona land TP and
But that was like a strategy for him when you actually think about it.
No, it's a strategy.
Strategy terms boya zokuthi ngizokufilela ngithi shame and then he melted like inhliziyo yami and then boom ufuna laugh back. That was strategy, so yeah.
That's a strategy man. But all the agenda was there and like to pick up the conversation was like, okay, tell me what happened a life in Yako from the time we last saw each other.
Yes,
you understand?
yes,
So I strategy. So mnandabalisa ba okay from ela xesha unilahle ngalo. Wandilahla nda vulnerable immune system yami weak. Yabanjwa nazizifo. And so that
I feel bad.
I'm not doing
I'm not proud. Shem, man.
And then after ngibalisela London nawe wabalisa ke ngoba.
Yes.
I think what you touched for episode 2 by Econ and that was the Venkate scene or day.
Sazofika eMcDonald's sahlala phansi. Angisakumele ukuthi sadla nokudla. I think I didn't even have a pizza at me at that time.
Yeah, prof.
Cause yay.
Yazi the SK ndenze guy. So sigqibile ke ngole party bana what happened in your life from 2016 up to now. This is 2019 February. So icover shekile lo part ngokushekele agenda ka love back but dikoma dikala ngapi le.
But I remember you like Andibuzo would say so one lahlela ini ke that time. Then I explained like fully what I explained in episode 2 to be like no bese ngiworkaholic ngibheke umsebenzi more than anything ngingawoyanga ne relationship yethu.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
But ndizoyithetha lento yamba masibuyelane sesiphumile McDonald's because okondingcangcazela
before that I was like angifuna ukuba eCape Town. You remember me saying that ngifuna ukuba eCape Town nalo msebenzi engikuyo it's okay, I'm grateful, but injongo zami ukuthi ngibuyele eJoburg because I want to be close to my family. So I was applying. Ngakhumula there was this post when you apply.
Yes. Ngiyakhumbula statement
mangithola lo msebenzi I'm gone when I pray ukuthi ngawuthola lo msebenzi. I'm like ayibolophoti. Kanti usana lento leyo ukuthi azozicela sibelane.
I think ndizoyithetha sesilinde itext apha ngaphandle qonde ngoku siyohlukana ngoku. And then ngoku kwa McDonald's imali ibibhadala ibheka yeyami. So if ndizawusuka endlini nikhwela uTaxify ndoChevenkate and then from there ngoku silinde itaxi and then ukhwela kwakhe etaxini ebuyela eMandalay nami ndibuyela kwaLanga. Opportunity is gone. Andazayicacisa njani ndathi
nami angisakhumbuli
yaba spiritual because I said to you ndicela uyothandaza ngento yobana.
But before that utheni? Did you say ngicela sibuyelane?
I think isigaqa manje engaphumi lula.
Angisakhumbuli, but I remember like along the lines ukuthi ucela sibuyelane. Now that ngibonile ukuthi like I became a workaholic in Dondoni, like let's try again.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember something like that.
And I think the way
then
I was in the land and never sing I can't remember but that exactly. But in the end kumlayo ngosesise taxi sizokohlukana ndathi kuwe please go and pray about it because wawungathi awufuna entertainer but ngaphakathi wawuzazi uyanifuna.
Then wathi ngiyothandaza ngayo That's okay, cool.
And then the second date, yo, the retrenching like Tasha Nemal.
Before return chwa.
Then spoiler, but.
Before we spoil, I go. Yeah, when I get much. After that, sibesimane si chat again, and then he chat he flow. But bothanda ukucomplaina ngefoni yami complain ifoni yami beyiphele kanjani ifoni yami ifoni yami manje charger guys ifona ngicime and yena usafuna ukuchatha nami
ikhona into ebalulekile ngokapha for amadoda. So thanks for bringing this phone thing and so when the process you build up back love back.
Yes.
Lo muntu xa umfonela akafumani kunesikorokoro sefoni.
Awumtholi.
Uzama uchat nithi nisa chat in the middle of a chat.
Icime
phone. Nakhona into enzayithini le. Ndacinga mlindozi. Nakhona you know what? Lo sisi I'm convinced man ba ndizomwina back. Prof ayikacaci nocaci into bana sibuyelene isigcinya but I'm like I'm convinced man I'm going to win this lady. I went on a shop there got Telkom, got a phone, brand new phone.
And remember, it was those around times where was Shona.
Yes.
Then you went home. That was like April.
Yeah.
Then you went home for a funeral. Like, sisathi siyacheta, jiggy like I'm nowhere to be found. And lapho ke asaka be second date la uthi
avoid what?
Yes.
Frustrated. Then tell me man the phone icima xa sithethe into engathi.
And then after that kwaba vacation in mina nabangani bami
for Ikhala
conference. Yes. And then sazomita after ke
yabona amafoto eKhala thick ungemhleba. Yes man ufakele hairstyle gold yabona from park wena Brian ndaqonda this one uyaziphambanisa ngowami. Ubuya kwami emngcwabeni kamakhulu I think sokwangcwatywa umakhulu on a Saturday then ndahlala 2 weeks that's why I'm trying to mourn and all of that and then ndabuya ubuya kwami Cape Town I was like no man yazi makhotman funeka ucommit man xa ucommit le commit I was like Diboro ilendele phone ongafumanekiyo and stuff. It just went kwa Telkom yayothenga ifone because yayi investment into the relationship because I was so convicted but this thing is gonna work. So I went to buy a phone and then nina nikhonza observatory stores nasikhonza apha kwaLanga.
But before uthenga phone samita like a second date.
Yeah.
Kwa Spare. You remember?
Yes.
Then lapho ke kula ngathi okay.
Oh what yes
singa ngathi let's try. You remember? No, let's try.
Imagine no ngaba siya I'm trying.
Ngathi let's try and then ngathi I don't know how to be your girlfriend, do you remember?
Yes.
And I'm pretty much sure you don't know how to be my boyfriend as well, but Susan.
No, and that but I will teach you. And girlfriend I'm gonna teach you.
Yeah.
And then I think after that date, emva koba si committee lepa oba okay no siyaqhubeka ngosi sibuyelene it's official.
Yeah.
So magiwe. So emva koba kusiyiwa prof the commit amangqonde yasibet communication
yes.
Dama ndothenga ifone so this other Sunday ndathi kuye xa isuke ecaweni cela azodlula apha kwaLanga because ubuhlala wahlala eMandaleni.
Yes.
So xa edlula apha endlini prof do you know what I did? Ndathatha i-gift box wena Grootman ndafaka amaphepha amaninzi ndawakhatha zipisi ifone ndayifaka underneath ndizama uba romantic dance. You must try. So the phone was underneath. So I fika apha endlini ndamnika ifoni kla bag and she was like what is this that no
ungavuli
aba boy ivula kuweni then ndamkhapha sayerenkini and then
mangifika endlini yo ngithekele ifoni that freaked me out just like serious. I'm like the whole phone yo I didn't even know what to say or do. I was like really shaking. I don't know, Nolazi like was so happy for me, but I'm like, yo, phone.
Yo.
They're like, there's no turning back. Was it no phone? No phone. Yeah, but that was really nice. And then
but that was a romantic test.
Yes, it was.
I want to pin a phone.
There's no turning back. If it's supposed I went to pin the phone.
I think there's a strategy. So block again. I come to the the brand new phone. I was a Kosha 1010 in China.
Yo, because yes, it's a Lisa. And then I got used to the phone. That was really beautiful. And then after that, what did we do?
I think from there I think that's why we're pulling formal. We were very formal in our dating. So which I think this is the most important part that we, the climax of this episode we want to share with people. How data, don't just date for the idea of dating. Into another direction. What are you guys doing? What are you?
Undefined.
All you say is that we get along with each other. See a vibe.
Energy there too.
We're just focusing on the energy. But what is the actual thing that you guys are doing?
Yeah.
So for us, that was so important. Uba indonle esiyenzayo, and indonle esiyenzayo, we had to meet and talk about like comfortable situations and uncomfortable situations. So we talked a lot about a lot of things. I remember that date, it was so intense. That is the waterfront.
Yeah, like I think yes,
very intense.
There was a date here too where we wrote down all the topics that we want to cover.
Yes.
Like such as
family vision. Because we are spiritual people. What's our family vision?
Spirituality, where are you? Like, are you a prayerful person? Do you have your devotions? When do you pray? Like all those things. Where do you go to church?
Do you submit to a local church? Yeah.
Then we spoke about our past. That was super uncomfortable. We spoke about e-health.
Yes, that's
to
important.
be like, what chronic disease do you have if you have? Wake wakula, umuntu ogula quickly, umuntu onjani. We spoke about criminal record.
That's important.
Yes, so what did you have?
This
Criminal record.
How did you come up with all of these?
I think he came with direction. Yes.
That's a prof when I'm going to tell us this serious. So serious. Because I think it's also diary food is labem for if you can open them, those are dating journals. So like he date here to a waterfront. Your prof even drew family genealogy because at this time I was like, I want to understand
family tree,
we did that. Like like the family tree. So we did a family tree for each other, like nam understand but usuka ku family nje. Umsutu like she's Xhosa, umsutu ngumXhosa because mama ngu. Which one is Xhosa?
Umama yakhe umtswana and then utata yakhe umXhosa. And then my dad umama yakhe umSuthu, utata yakhe umXhosa.
Yes.
So
all those understand
things,
those dynamics. They are so important, but because I think whatever happened in our past, it influences like our present. It also influences our future. So we spoke about the family tree too. We spoke about our sex history. Why do I have a sex before?
Or what? Yes. But our topics we didn't cover them like in one day.
Like, it was
so like every date we like, okay, next time we must family vision.
I remember like just to go to each other, it dates that were so formal. When you date such finances.
Sathi stiliwe ke manje. Then we did finances. So
Yes.
like uhola malini. Yo, this guy wangtela like straight away. Go to uhola malini. I'm like, I'm not ready to disclose mine. But phela sengimtshela and then nokuthi uspenda
how do you spend your money? Like how much do you earn?
Usenda malini
How much do you send
ekhaya.
at home? What are your expenses looking
yes.
like?
Debt.
Do you have any debts? You know, do you, what is your credit score? She didn't know like how to look for a credit score. The credit score but this is how you check your credit score. Do you have any credit? Because remember now, see a commuter. You understand?
So you wanna
and
know.
so you want to understand
Yes.
lo commuter na ba lo commuter in kwento ezidibene namatyala because lo matyala eventually azaba ngamatyala akho. So we understood our finances in detail. We understood like our health status because in my case it was the TB thing but it was the past because it happened between 2016 and 2018. It was a long period though, like it was not
then
not
we
so
we
nice.
we spoke about education as well. Do you have metric?
Why pass?
Why pass?
Those things are important. Yes, why pass on metric?
Yes, and nokuthi like my qualifications because it's gonna sense a degree and then
Yes,
after that
did you
whatever.
add something
yes.
more? At the time I had added, yes, I had
also
added,
added,
project
yes.
management. So also we spoke about what's this thing? The libala ngoku topics. Criminal record. That was a big one because mnandikula pa Stainsburg no Zukisa Onkoskona you know, but I did say to her, but I was never incarcerated, but klande yoba ngamakwengo no ngamameli even ndake ndayikhwena yes. So I was never zange ndake ndabanjwa and na criminal record but ubustoti namakhwengwe I know that pelele new your police station fumanise ba okay no it's just nje into zobukhwengwe zobustoti but zange ndabanjwa. So those things are important. You want to understand ungakanti ungena kwisigebengu
so
but in these topics that you guys covered, it seems like they are more or less the same topics as cover premarital counseling. But
that is so
I'm
true.
so interested.
That is
so beautiful.
Episode.
Yes.
It's really beautiful, you know.
That
you
is
know,
so true. You know,
we
like
can
in
touch
the
basic line. The pastor who licensed the premarital counseling, Pastor Makrajana, was tumeleli activities like kweza activity to penduleza activities, and then session yokuqala he was like, hey guys, who was counseling you before? Because
we did them already.
like we had gone through so many things, but it was so nice. We ends up formal as well with him, but we'll touch that. We spoke about parenting,
yes.
We spoke
How
about
many
you
kids,
want kids
and then how
you
many
understand
as
that?
well.
Are you fertile? We didn't know that. But for infertility, we were hoping because both of us are slamdwana and we didn't know. So those things, guys, are so important to check. Lomtu, is there a baby mama or a baby daddy? Are you committing to a relationship?
So that you know what to usifaka kuyini. Yeah, I think that's how our dating life went. 2019. We even went to the pastor, you remember?
Yes.
To make it a formal thing, like here we are dating ngenjongo yokuba sifuna ukushada one day.
Yes.
And then I remember him asking, when are you gonna get married? Because I think that's very important when you go to. That was like 2019.
That was late 2019.
Yes.
I said to him, because again, or to report these things about we are dating and stuff, you don't want to go there ungena purpose, ungena direction, ungena plan in place, because I knew upfront was on Bosba. So and
then what?
So I said to him when he asked, but what are you guys doing? I said, Mfundisi, we've got intentions to get married. And then he asked like when. I said late in 2020. Little did we know about COVID. I said late in 2020, and then Lobola first quarter of 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was really like an intact plan. That was an intact plan.
Yeah.
2019 December you left, you went home I also went to Joburg with Sister Wam.
Yes.
What happened?
Before that, 2019, your brother and sister came in Cape Town
for holidays.
For holidays,
yeah.
I met them. That was really nice. But lo mfana ke ngabizathi why accent ami ibu angandazi ukuthi and then abesuthi bathatha so yo like bayenze ngathi nje abnormal nyana so Fernando yo I didn't understand, but that was really nice to see them. And then yes, before see the party December, we also had a couple friends that was doing the very same thing that we are doing. No happy. That was really nice to draw like some strength.
And pray together.
We prayed together. We met once in a while for gatherings and then be like, guys, how is it going? Yo, it's so tough. And into yongathatshani. Into yongakhisani, into yokwenzani, and all of that. Yeah. That was really beautiful. And then 2019 as well, we decided to pray together. You remember? So mina bengi 3 a.m. to pray.
Yes,
Monday to Friday. And then what was on joiner for Wednesdays? So like we would call each other.
She was going like, how many days were you going? Because I was like,
Friday.
No, one day even. If you get sent go 3 for Tandas.
So every Wednesday.
And joiner Wednesday. Equal new Wednesday, Prof. And for Nelan Vose. See this is Tandas.
Bolal. Hey,
but the tricky thing alamthandazo xa kusenziwa amen abuphele khona you need to report ke ngoku like WhatsApp amen hayi ndiqibile
yes accountability pay.
I think that's baqisa apha uba ndiyalala kwezinye Wednesdays I'll report nokuyeke
no because this other day ngakufonela ngisendleleni emsebenzini ngithi hayi bo wawungashongo amen and then I've been trying to call you ubambi nefoni awuyenzi nix. I'm like yo this guy. But on Wednesdays again I really loved that because of we prayed for like our future family, our future like everything,
I remember
which was
this
really nice.
Prayer when I at the SK we were praying for our kids that sithandazela abantwana
who are well-mannered,
who are going to be well-mannered,
yes.
Kids that are going to be representatives of the kingdom of God.
Yes.
Abantwana abanembeko and all of those things. We're also praying for your womb.
Yes.
Because I wasn't sure about fertile okanye ndikofete. Nam ndandizithandazela ingathi kanti yandichani. But like Jehova ndiyathandaza uba ndibe ngumuntu ochanayo.
Yes. Those were like
it's important. It's really important.
And Nini, we would like even have like our own sermons. You remember?
Yes.
Like you see, because I remember this other day, preacher like how to submit as a wife, and then also how to love as a husband. That was really beautiful.
And it's serious.
Sure.
And it's serious.
Yeah. And
Jola, whether we are cons or our cons, it's very important. Jola, genjo. Yeah. Don't waste each other's time, and then the next thing you see, it's 2 years down the line.
Sure.
And in that direction.
8 years.
10 years, like then
it's important a little time.
Sure. Like you go Pastor Mazibuko goes ngento ethi enye clip yakhe benike ndayiposta not so long ago. Uti 4 years. 4 good years. You've been kissing and hugging an idiot who doesn't even have a part in your eternity. We understand? So those things are very important. It's very costly. It's very costly to date without purpose, to date an undefined date, or nibe relationship engenagama. So those things are so critical.
Yes.
Very critical.
Then I went home September 10. See, I went Then I went home September. When I got home, I told my parents, like, guys, this is it. I have this beautiful, yes. gama lakhe uTsemelani Njinga umXhosa wase Eastern Cape but bebalazi igama lakho now and then beliphopa because angithi besihlala sonke and all of that. And then after that, they were happy, because I was like, I wonder bazobanjani because umXhosa ningumSuthu. But I remember us on those Wednesdays, we prayed even for our families to accept us, to accept like our partners, yes. And then my dad was like, ndifuna ukumbona lo mfo. Makeze, he must come December. I want to see him. Yeah. Hey.
That was shocking when she told me ubangaba utatake uthi ufuna unibona. Hey, ndiqonda. Ufuna uthini lo tata kum? Into nayifunayo.
Yo.
Yeah, and so I think go December, because I'm like the flew to Libalise land on what December we down no story from Cape Town. We flew to Joburg, we landed in Joburg. And I was trying to hire a car because none like license namakadam basifike airport. Yo ndiyagezeleka and kwazi ufumana imoto blah 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 blah, so kwafika ubrother kaSithole wazostart
because weza nge-24
yes,
just before Christmas.
Kwafika uBhutmandla wazostart airport noSithole saye Bramfisher kuloSithole sayolala khona, and then the next day they drove me to Soweto ndaye ekhaya. So from there date I think was the 20 something because
24.
Yeah, 24.
Like before Christmas.
Sentsho kaloku like ngezintsuku zingekafiki 24th because I knew uba fanele nge-24 ndize koweni. And then I was so worried when ubhizi uthi no khwela itaxi.
Like because bekasokola bosokola ngithi
from Joburg ukhwela itaxi uye Vaal and it's about over an hour. Yokhwela itaxi eWanderers itaxi ndenza irush mina guys anzenze ngcono like ivele ndenze ngihambele and iwescout nemali ubukhwela na netaxi ayisebenzi loo nto leyo. So ndacela uSithole the following day I think the 23rd we went to Joburg ndaya kwa-Standard Bank sayokwenza ikhadi kwalungiswa ikhadi andilahle amakhadi nelicense kwalungiswa i-license nayo ithatha on that Friday before we flew. So into nandishoda ngayo i-credit card so that I can access imoto e-airport. Yes. And then yenziwa into ye-credit card yam ndafumana i-credit card temporary so that I can at least transact e-airport. But the actual credit card that is printed with my name like izothunyelwa. Yeah, I was so skeptical by izosebenza nale nto because abafana bakwa-Thrift bayasokolisa. And then the card banika guarantee but no it's gonna work. Then ndahamba nayo hire imoto, then kwase ndiyifumene imoto unolaza I remember ndifonela the night before 23rd but Thembelani ungakulinga ungayendi nabantu ulindiwe phayana. So I'm also phoning the SK because remember ndiyobona utata we-girlfriend. Ufuna ntoni kum lo tata?
How did you feel, man?
I was so nervous because remember I was asking you ndinxibe ntoni. Utshisa uDecember. Nanoba ndinxibe ibhatyi or ndinxibe iskipa. I was so unsure.
I didn't want to be you.
So unsure. But she was like, abazali bam chill.
Yes.
Noba unxibe ntoni.
Yeah, bengimtshela lento ngithi like my dad is even uzogqoka i-All Star. Wathola ugqoke i-All Star, remember? Yes. I'm like, relax.
Ngathi ngumjintana.
Relax yourself.
So what I did, because singabaXhosa thina wena ta-SK uyofika endlini abantu awukho sure uba uthini.
Waza nebhayi.
Qonda man ngikhetha isihlangu sami slip on esiformal ndanxiba ijini ndanxiba iskipa ne but aqonda man phatha ibhatyi just in case bakulandla ungathiwa awuzungena apha ndanatsika ndafaka ibhatyi emotweni ndaya driver alahleka endleleni yapha ukhumbulele tikiti le-1,000 ndasayina itikiti because iqhuba ispeed imoto le yase-airport iyareport uba hey hayi bo imoto yabantu suyibalekisa ngayo. I received an SMS uba hey you over the limit because I'm rushing uyofika phayana.
Wapha lo tata loya wapha lo tata i-lift lo tata lo awuyazi nala uyakhona. Instead of like straight ekhaya, wamisa
this is what happened because it was a pain I cannot forget it. Ndiya eVaal ebuphilongo uhlala ebuphilonge. Then lo tata ndidibana naye sendidrive 180 kilometers per hour but abendleleni ndiyabona manje kuyahike ndiqona ama ndimxhole lo mhlawumbe uya kule cause kwibhodi yakhe ubhale Sebokeng and I did hear you mentioning into zoSebokeng ndaqonda inoba i-direction eyi-1 ndammisela tata uyaphi ndithi ndiyebuphilongo wena uyaphi athi ndiya eSebokeng wathi into
eyi-1 wamlahlekisa
ndamkhwelisa lo tata kanti iSebokeng nebuphilongo you would say maybe it's like your Pinelands and Langa. It's not a major difference. But then obviously I'm running late already. This guy akatsho kumba azohlukene wandiyenza uba mandiyomdropa yena qala eSebokeng then xa sifika eSebokeng kungona athi usaqhubeka mtshana then in rush ndamiswa zitrafiki sign ticket le-1,000 for a speed. I think they were claiming that I didn't stop anywhere somewhere. I couldn't even remember. We argued there's traffic cops. I was like it's fine. Eventually ndayofika xa ndifika utata wapha uhlele evrandini nomama waphana hey timing ebeyisikipa nebhrukwe ne-olster ndimbona ndisamise imoto ndisizohlika ndiqonda ndithini na ndiyinxibele bhatyi or ndithini.
Okay, before we figure to that, Tina, what was happening in our side at that time? Mina no mama like wants to cook the best meal because like potential konyana is coming. She's like uthanda ini don't ngithi noma yini. I'm so like chilled mina because ngiyazi ukuthi umuntu onjani. And then isapheka nomamami yo uThabo bekakhona ubhuti wami no Gift. Uthabo athi why ngathi ngisekuyashada already. Sapeka and then after that we thought he's gonna like arrive around lunchtime. Yo, you were so late. Ugift bekalambe athi lo muntu akafiki because my mom is like no one is eating guys, we are waiting for umkhonyana. So yeah, but wafika
comment mama kwayenzayo into la show idlala eTV.
Date my family.
What is ngathi Date My Family, we are waiting. We are waiting for him, yeah. Then wafika
Kanifika prof ndabona manje i-environment chill ndaqonda mandiyishele ebhatyi apha emotweni because kushushu and I'm never spend into around 1. This is now 4 o'clock. Like so xa ndifika phayana ndangena 1 I'm under the impression that wonke umuntu kuwena uthetha isiSotho and ndingumXhosa so I'm like I wonder if language enzayithetha but she did tell me about tata is Zulu.
Yes.
So ngikomba iyathini into so kukho le language barrier as well. Okay ndaqala ndangena ndathetha isiZulu and then njengoba ndithetha isiZulu yabona ukho shoba uyandiva lo tata
ufaka ne-English
ndimane ndimithi English
uzane English babazali bami. My dad was like what's it mean?
But cela isingisi usiyeke kancane.
Yo, cause uzane English and ninzi kanjani. I'm like
But it was a nice visit. The gist of the visit was that, you know, utata waphana wayefuna undazi bandingubani ndikhule njani ndikhule phi and all of that. Which he gave me a philosophy, gentleman 80, you know, when it comes to my daughter ezoloyola and stuff. It's not about money for me. I want to understand ba lo muntu uzothatha umntanami ngubani. You understand? So that was a huge like impact awayenza tata kokum because I was so moved because ndaya from a uba nervous but one bonus ba no chill my guy, I just want to understand who are you? Are you going to be a questions wayendibuza zona uyasebenza na like ukhulele phi ukhulise ngubani unababazali and all of those things. So he wanted to understand like me as a person and my philosophy of life. And then one goes by, can I take care of myself? Will I be able to take care of like his daughter? Yo, that was like a really beautiful experience. And then one goes akumba, tikona lota tukabele zipalini. Azothi kumba. So from here, what's gonna happen?
What? Yes.
Yay! Yo! Imagine. I had to like commit from there because nakumfundisa nonsense thing they want that no tata. First quarter of next year. Yabuya. Sizawuza nomalume bama pha sizolobona. And then that was a nice visit,
Sadla.
and then get 25 birthday katata.
Yes, before that we ate and then we prayed together.
Yes.
Then in Sahagana Wahamba. And then in 25, it was my dad's birthday. And they were like, yo, Larato, why didn't you tell us already? Temlani ki mutharai. But my dad was like, I'm 25 because like everyone came for his birthday and then they really wished to go to like I'm a part of that, you know. So that was really beautiful. I think Nami, I felt so at peace after they met you, you know. Yeah. So yeah, after that, why Stensberg?
I went to Stensberg thereafter, and then from Stensberg, Sabuya says Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Yeah, you came first.
Yes, I came first.
And then this is now January 2020.
Yeah.
Guys.
So January 2020, hey, we had challenges inyana ke lapho saqala si check out
WhatsApp, because we are so used to each other.
Yes. Sa fleta nyana ke lapho. And then after that we went on dates as usual in a public space.
Khona date yase waterfront. Parkland so yasothusa la date, because remember roulette we don't kiss.
Yes.
But I think WhatsApp did, we were just chat up WhatsApp
something,
so create energy WhatsApp like I so wish I can hug you, I so wish I can kiss you. And then we were in waterfront outside payana glanda ngathi nolwandle pha, and then njengoba siphana sincokola and I got a chance, you know what,
one time
kiss engacingela.
Yeah, then it happened.
Dathi yo what respond.
Yo shem. And then after that, masifika like ufika now we called each other, like no, I right lento like because this vumelane or what we're not gonna kiss. So let's go back and not do it again, you know.
But we also acknowledge that kiss was good. Like, no, I
correct, but it's good and all of that, which I think we shouldn't have entertained it though. Yeah, but. And then after that, what happened?
There was this day, so we kept on meeting with dates because date I came with my friends over to Mandalay. I was told Amanda Sengemoto Kamanda.
Oh, so meet your friends.
Yes,
I
met
remember.
my friends.
That was
and
nice.
And then we had a conversation song and then Sabuya. And then Sapinda Sayohlala kwa Nando's with the guys who's told Amanda Mandalay. Don't Mitchell's playing
yes, I remember.
Date. So we kept on having it dates in public, having it dates in public, and then when you would pass years of cup and was told us again. Hey, until we had,
this other day askisi sacheta on Sunday night. Yo, the chat was so intense.
Hey.
And then the next day, Benyaku recruiter, because I was looking for a job.
No, before he recruiter, we went to the Orange.
Sunday.
Orange,
yes, we went to the Orange. We had lunch there. That was really nice.
Abane lunch hotel, prof. Pangapanje the Orange. So remember, we kissed a waterfront.
Yes.
So maybe it's like now 4 or 5 weeks or so. Then at the Orange, we had lunch because it was after church. Yes, I've been a kiss at the Orange.
Which was so bad. Yes,
like the flesh was taken over. Well, this is now the lament of Paul the Apostle, Romans chapter 7.
And then after that, Sacheta, and then
that was Sunday.
Sunday.
Then on Monday you had an interview.
Monday I had recruiter, and then I recruiter a Cape Town. And then you be like, no, when you come back, you pass by, and then you cut. I'm like, oh, okay. That's how we felt.
Yeah, was it was a Monday, because nanza hey, uyabona Satana guys, I don't know if Satana or not some mema. This is January. March, little did we know
So
okay,
lobola
COVID.
before.
March, end of March, ukuyalojola. And then she came from a recruiter wazodlula apha endlini. Hey bafethu.
One thing was like
One thing, because ngoku besikhisana the previous day, remember Sunday, besise the orange, sakhisana Monday.
sure.
Une interview, la khisisa baleka apha emzimbeni nememory yayo. Fika kwakhe apha endlini uthi usuka ku-interview uyathini yancokola ngco andiyiboni yonke le nto le interview ndibona nje yena.
Yeah. Sure.
So we boom,
Yeah.
we fell.
That's
Next
fine.
thing we know, she's pregnant.
Yes, that's sure. Yeah, but like, what's the lesson learned for people who are in this journey? Ifana nale yethu.
I think from my side, what I would say, like for like guys, stick to your throat, man. Like I mean, there were principles in place as
Yeah.
so stick to your throat. Well, but yes, is all tandas so too. We'll meet in public. We will not kiss. We will do this. We will seek mentorship. Stick to your truth, and then in that way, you won't just get yourself into temptations unnecessarily.
Yeah.
And then from your side,
I think mina like we must just like be true about umzimba wethu, you know, because like niyakwazi ukutemptana, you know, and we shouldn't like let that temptation to like move nathi, because that's what happened. Because like we were coming right along kahle from 2019, early 2019, the whole year we had a beautiful clean
dating,
you know
coaching.
dating, yes. And only 2-3 months before, or 2 months before, Sugzolobola, and then boom, we fell, you know. So like, and you must just not city. It's just like the one in Yana. So for us, it was like the first time, one time,
it led
that
to the
one
second
mistake,
time.
but it costed us so much.
Sure.
So I'm really praying for people out there who are in courtships with like you know. And then also nabo babe sober minded, you know, so that they make it to finish line.
Nice. So guys, that takes us to the end of episode 3. Meet. Catch us on episode 4.
Yes.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for watching. Keep
on subscribe, guys.
Subscribing, commenting. From us, the Jingas, we are checking out. Cheers.
Thank you.